So now let's go then back into what we were discussing. Unfortunately, the system, it is not fair. Um, and we, as private practitioners, we have some options, like the same options that we have in every situation in life. One option is when you have a problem, a challenge in front of you, to totally ignore it. But if you totally ignore it, you succumb to the problem. Try to avoid it. Well, if you avoid it, it might get you somewhere, but you also have to attack it. You have to attack it, look at it as a situation, innovate, and move forward. So, and we see that the most successful practices do innovate. Actually, Dan, I know that you are on your way actually to the Breakthrough Conference, but you've been speaking to a ton of therapists out there. What are like the three top problems that therapists in private practice are indicating that they have right now?
Yeah, so definitely I've been talking to a lot of private practices. Interesting, even some that are late in their careers that are dealing with the fact that their practice is not worth much. Like this one practice in Santa Fe, New Mexico, she wants to exit in about 2 years. She went to a broker. Broker looked at her financials and said, your practice isn't worth that much. Spoke to another guy in Long Island. He's been in practice for over 30 years. Great guy, 8 grandkids. He works 60 hours a week. It's him and a PTA. And he can't afford to even bring in another PT. So he, after 30 years, is still working 60 hours a week. I thought that was amazing. So I think the big challenge, the number one challenge private practice owners are faced with is they're working harder than ever for less and less money. And their profits are going down. The value of the practice is going down. And it's the number one source of frustration and stress and trying to figure that out. The other issue is hiring therapists. Private practice owners, a therapist will resign, or one guy I spoke to today that just joined us. He was stressed because he hired a PT who was supposed to start like any day now. He opened up his second clinic, and the PT decided not to take the job last minute, went somewhere else for more money. So the second issue is PTs cannot recruit and retain PTs to the level that they need to so they can scale their business and make money, and also have the business actually work for them, not them working in the business, which is extremely stressful. A third issue, I don't know. I would say those are probably the two biggest things that I am dealing with when I talk to private practice owners that are trying to find a way out, trying to find a way to handle it.
So essentially, reimbursement,
Recruiting,
staffing, and I would say the reimbursement pressure leads to, of course, low profitability. So I would put as a separate category, which is a sequence, of course, as a result of the pressures in reimbursement, the lower profitability, low EBITDAs, and difficulties for them to have a good exit strategy. So yeah, definitely, I can see that. So now the physical therapists look at solutions to these problems, and some of the solutions are, or the easiest solution that somebody can think of is, okay, I'm going to get more patients. I'm going to get more volume, more volume, more volume. So, and I get that. All right. I totally get that as a viewpoint, because